I chose to teach physics because it teaches people to learn how to think. And so physics is something that involves thinking. And you think on a business level, you think on a financial level, you think on a holistic level, you think rationally. And it has the answers to a lot of questions in the universe. How fast things go, you know? How far does this fly? What time will it get there? And these are some of the things that people ask in everyday discussions. One of my objectives is to develop leadership, people with leadership skills that can lead other people. And so I'm always looking for students that are sponges for that type of environment.
Okay, I know kids hate these kind of problems. That's the reason I gave them to you, because I know you don't like them. Listen, the square root of d squared is d.
Yeah.
Just like the square root of x squared is x. The answer to this is d. Okay, so the answer to this problem is f times b is equal to d. I mean, there's no way you can argue that.
You told us the wrong answer.
No, listen. Hey, I'm not gonna. It's not an argument between you and me. This is the right answer to that problem. You don't. I know what you want to do. You don't have to do that. No, you don't. You do not have to do that. You don't have to do it.
You still got to do both sides.
How you
gonna cancel it? You can't do one side.
You don't. Yeah.
The students are struggling because they are used to having numbers instead of letters. And so they're used to 1 plus 1 or 2 plus 2 and 2 divided by 3. And instead what I've done is I've taken letters and put them where there should numbers be. And they're not accustomed to that. And so as a result of it, they are freaking out. And you know, they've struggled, and they're in a class that they think is difficult because they've been told by other people it's difficult. And as a result, it's causing them some friction.
It's just a refresher. That's all it is. We're just getting ready to do physics. We haven't even started yet. And honestly, once you get this resolved, you're not going to have a problem with physics. Okay? This is the problem with physics. Kids come into this class, and they want to learn physics, but yet they can't get through this, and they can't get through this. And so it's a roadblock. So you end up getting a bunch of problems wrong. So I figured, hey, why start on physics yet? Let's just get through the basics here. Okay? And this is the basics. If you understand this, and you understand that, then you can handle the physics. Okay? Don't shortchange me, okay? Because I'm going to be looking for you know, ways to trip you up. And I don't mean to do it intentionally, but I want to make sure you know math by the time May and you get out of here and you're going on to your senior class.
A little bit later on is we'll do a bunch of projects, and we may spend a significant period of time doing projects, but it's project-based learning, and so in order to get to point Z, you have to get through point A to Y. And point A to Y includes computers, math, calculations, this, and this. Particle physics is accelerating protons at 3e8, 3 times 10 to the 8th, speed of light. And I think a lot of these kids haven't really had a lot of introduction to that. So I spent a lot of time working on the applications of particle physics. And so we built some little mini accelerators. We've talked about the velocity of particles and the rate at which they travel, and some of the inventions that come about as a result of these. And so during the course of them figuring how to get from point A to Z, they learn all these other things, and they have to communicate and collaborate and this and that. And I think there's a lot more. Instead of instructions, here, do this first, do this second, do this third, do this fifth, etc. Yeah, I don't want to give them that. I think you miss a lot of learning when you tell people exactly what to do. I would hope that what I'm doing is going to impact their lives. I know that some students I've worked with in the past, their lives have been impacted.